Welcome everyone to a brand new Splootapular, Sphindapular SHIRO show. Welcome,
hi everybody.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining
Pat,
us.
and this is Dan.
Good to see everybody
me.
coming in.
He's a tall boy.
You know,
I think I might have to lower him down a bit, but he's tall. He's a tall boy.
No,
but...
don't. I like being up here.
No, you get the shortness.
No, okay. Well, how are you doing, Pat?
Well, besides being short, being pretty good. I was talking before the show that I had the first thing I can ever have on the show that's the opposite of a pickup. What is it, a takeaway? What would it be at that point? But yeah, I went to the dermatologist. Man, I feel old. The dermatologist, and they took a chunk out of my back to test for bad stuff, and it was good stuff. There's nothing bad in it, so that was the first time I've ever had a takeaway. They've taken something away from me.
Well, you picked up good news. Is what you picked up.
I picked up good news, but I lost back chonk, so I lost a little chonk on my back. It's fun. How about you, Dan? Have you lost back chonk, or are you? Okay?
Not in a couple months. Not in a couple months. It's all still healing from when I got some chunks taken out of my back. So.
Oh, do they?
Still a little bit of a mark.
You have the back moles too, the bowls, if you will.
Yeah, I did, and one on my inner thigh actually, like near my knee. So yeah, they took a couple pieces off of me, but that's all right. It's all for the best. Keep us healthy as we age. But yeah, hi everybody. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening on the podcast in the near future from now.
And then not the distant future of 600 AD.
Yes, of this Sunday AD.
Sunday. This Friday AD.
It's Friday, yeah. So hello to Analog
Dan and Pat.
Black
Not
Sheep.
Too different from you or me.
Good to see you here. Captain Hawden is here. Wiener Bob as well. Neil Henderson. Hi. Yeah, and congrats to Analog Black Sheep on getting first. Pudgy Bunny is here. Of course, she likes hearing my name during the opening reel. Thank you. I don't like hearing my voice, but that's good. Tales of Saturn, Dragons of Saturn are both here. Hello to both of you. Paru, hi.
Welcome.
Who else do we got? Raiden is here. Hello, Raiden. Glad you've joined us. Max Geese or Geese? I think it's probably Geese.
Max
but anyway,
Geese.
either event, glad you're here and joining us. And Slowcoin is here as well. And Early 252 says,
is the name
Gang. Yeah, he wasn't it wasn't early enough to be first, but
is that what's his name? Early, the one dude, because they messed up the names again, where it's just gamer tags now.
Yeah, YouTube, it's messed up again. And this is not just ours. This is like everybody's live stream. It's just showing everybody's like @ handles. Martin Evans is here.
There it is. Yeah. Sorry, Tom. I really wish they'd fix that.
Yeah, Eric's here. So yeah, hi everybody. Sorry if I'm only using your handles here. Because that's all I can see. And Jeremy Robertson is also here, but he has to go to work. So goodbye. Hello and goodbye.
Yeah, because I think Rami Rad is Cerulean.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Cerulean.
Just let me know, Cerulean, if I got Rami Rad, if I got that wrong. I'm just like that. The tags messed me up. I really missed having that. So if I messed up anybody's names, I'm sorry. YouTube is punishing me for trying to have rational ways to figure out names.
Ramone Rabbit is here as well. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did that to me. Like it redid my gamer tag and like all my little things. I think it's a lot better than before, where it would change my username to my full legal name because I had my Google Plus account. That was a fun one. Especially when my brother used my account and just like posted on a bunch of videos when he was like 10 or 11. So that was a fun thing, looking through comments and seeing me talk about how lame the Smosh video was, or how this person looked a certain way. So that was a fun time. I loved going through all the comments and deleting those. So thank you, YouTube, for doing that. I really appreciated that. I needed people to know that. Yeah, thank you, my brother. To be fair, he was 10, so he gets a pass.
Sure. But
yeah.
Well, I have a few pickups to mention before we progress. They're not Sega related or Saturn related, I guess. So this is Xbox, but I primarily use it to play a Sega game, PSO2, of course. I got new analog sticks for my Xbox controller, my Xbox Series X controller.
Like you installed it?
Yeah. See, they're kind of like metal, and they have little like ridges on them. That actually reminds me of the Saturn analog stick on the Multicom. So that's pretty cool. They're shiny.
You know, I'll give Xbox this. I'll give Xbox this. I don't really like their console, but I think the Xbox One controller is probably my favorite feeling analog sticks.
They're good. Well, so the problem is that I had worn my analog sticks, especially the left one.
You didn't nibble on it, did you?
No,
snacks?
I did not nibble on it, but man, it was jacked up. Like, it wasn't even just like that it had kind of worn down the little like divot in it, but like there were all these like little tiny bits of plastic that had become sort of sharp all around it. Like, you know, it's originally got like a little like crosshair at the top, bottom, left, and right of the stick. Yeah. Somehow that had like moved around on the stick, and it was weird. Like, it wasn't painful, but it was strange, and it was just kind of wearing out. So Bunny got me some new shiny analog sticks, and she installed them on the controller for me. So I look forward to using those. Play Phantasy Star tonight. Yeah, so that's cool. And then a couple of brief Weeby pickups. I got 2 new manga. I got the latest volume of My Dress Up Darling, volume 14, just came out. It's a very exciting one because it's got the confession in it, so that's going to be a good one. And then I have the 3rd volume of Nakamura-san, The Uninvited Gyaru, which is a manga that I have gotten into over the summer, and it's a fun little one. So yeah, those are my pickups. They actually just all came in today off the Amazon truck. So
I just fell off the truck, didn't it?
Yeah.
Fell right off the truck.
And into the driver's hand, and then taken up to the porch to me. Yeah, I was actually like waiting at the door, like, like, hi. And she's like, well, I have to put this on the porch and take a picture of it, but then I'll hand it to you. Like, okay, that's fine. Do whatever you need to do. Yeah, they have to.
Why not just take a picture of it going to the person's hand?
I know. She should have taken a picture, like, handing it to me, and I'm, like, smiling in the picture as I'm accepting it.
Yeah, the classic Dan smile. The dial, if you will. There we go. Classic Dan smile. Never see you.
Arigato.
I always love that emote of you with the Saturn news. That's my favorite emote on our server.
I'm always so excited to deliver the Saturn news.
Exactly. Always excited, and I'm excited about our Saturn news. And
Jeff.
Do you have any more updates?
No, I don't. We can move on to community updates.
Okay, there we go. Community. Sorry. It's like, speaking of updates, community updates. There we go. Do. That's not how it goes at all, but
it's fine. Still good random music.
It is.
Yeah.
But the first thing is, I guess we can go into update. We actually have a new Editor's Corner up on the Patreon. So it's
new podcast.
Tentatively titled Late Saturn Bloomers, that is up for our $3 and up Patreons. I do want to apologize again for taking so long to get more Editor's Corners and particularly Patreon content out. I looked at the last update and it was in February. So needless to say, I was incredibly embarrassed. Like, very, very embarrassed. Like, I'm not going to lie, that was pretty embarrassing. So I do apologize about that, and I am looking forward to get more content up so that you guys have some on the Patreon. So I'm sorry about that. So we were going to get that rolling. We actually got something else in the pipeline. I can't talk about it right now, but it is Panda related. I went and did some editing for something we recorded a while ago.
Oh yeah, that. Oh,
that's another thing.
That was a fun thing. That's another thing. Yeah. Did you watch another Panda-related upcoming thing? No, I just saw you talking about it, and you put like a thumbnail of a video or something up. So,
yep. So that's good to go. I sent it to Panda. He's gonna put it on his YouTube channel, and probably gonna put it for like a Patreon and Panda Insider only people for now. And then we're gonna also put it on our YouTube, our Patreon for people to view. I think it's gonna be. Cool. It might be a Patreon only thing. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. It's nothing huge. I think it's like a supplement thing. Like, it's not like, oh, Panda review, you can only watch if you're a patron. No, it's not like that at all. It's like we said
Something
before, the only thing going on Patreon is either early content or supplement. It's not going to be anything that's going to be like, oh, exclusive, like you can't watch video content. But
yeah,
I like it. I think it's gonna give people a reason to watch a Panda video again. So I'm really excited. And I'm really excited for people to watch it. And once Panda puts it up, we will put that on our thing and we'll talk about it on the show once it's up. But I don't want it to be spoiled for anyone that are Panda fans. But I think people will really enjoy it.
Max asked, is Panda done reviewing Saturn games? Absolutely not. He has hundreds to go.
Absolutely not. He is not slowing down.
No, yeah, he is working on his next epic video. He has been for a long time. I'm not going to say he's like at the finish line because he's not, but he is getting there. That was another thing that we were like looking over the other day. We got
that's what he thought.
Look at the script. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, so we actually have seen the script for the next Pandemonium reviews video for Double Switch. I don't think that's a secret. He had the schedule.
Short stand. You're helping him out with some of the stuff on it, and we're giving like a look over. There's definitely some notes that we've been putting in there. Of course, it's mostly like positive notes. Nothing. It's mostly just like order stuff. But like I said, the next video I honestly think is probably gonna top his Virtual Cop review, in my opinion.
It's real good. It's going to be a newsmaker. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it will be a newsmaker. I think it's insane. People probably know what the next one is based off the release date. So, but like I said, we're going through it now. The script's pretty long. I guess we could say that's like 94 pages.
Yeah. I don't know how long that's going to translate to video-wise, but I'm sure it's going to be at least a couple of hours knowing Panda.
Yeah.
But yeah, look forward to that. That's going to be good.
Yeah, like I said, we're not going to say anything else besides that. We're reviewing it, and it's very, very long. I'm really excited about it. I'm sure Panda is excited for you guys to see it. I'm excited for you guys to see it. And I think, honestly, it's probably, like, I love when it's really informative. It is a really informative video, so I just want people to know that...
material.
Yeah, a lot of material. It is exciting. A lot of it is never before seen stuff, so you guys will enjoy that.
So our other community news that we wanted to mention was we wanted to bring up the NetLink tournament again. Signups are continuing on that, and we actually have some news about that. We have had enough interest from Europe to actually open up a European bracket. I believe we had some copy to read about that.
Thing up. Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the copy on hand, but it's like in the article right here.
Yeah, the story's been updated with a new bracket. We are reducing the West Coast bracket to 8, and we are adding in a new 8-person Euro bracket. So if you are European and you want to try your hand at playing a tournament of Worldwide Soccer 98, then by all means join up. And we're still kind of like trying to keep the regions together, at least until we get to like the finals of each one, to help out with connection speeds, but also with like the different competitors timing up when they are available to play against each other, because it's really hard when you've got like somebody on the West Coast and somebody in Europe trying to find a common time to play. That's kind of why we're doing it the way we're doing it, with different regional brackets.
Exactly, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the. I know the Europeans are gonna be happy because I know a lot of them are big football or soccer fans, so they're probably really excited to play it. And I'm really excited to see people participate. Like I said, we're hashing out some stuff with that as well. I know we're hashing out some stuff for prizes as well. That's been kind of been tricky, but I think we're getting it down.
Yeah, we're trying to catch up on the prizes from the community challenges that have not been delivered yet, and there have been some headwinds regarding shipping to Europe, but I think we've come up with a solution that's going to make it affordable, because initially we were staring down the barrel of bills that we're not going to be able to, really easily, fulfill.
It was like
and pay
$50 at first, then we got it down to $20.
Yeah,
it was like crazy shipping prices.
It was like more than $80 or so. Oh yeah, it was more like $80 or something to be shipping some of the prizes we needed to over to Europe. And so yeah, we've come up with a solution that's going to be better for that. Anyway, yeah, so Double Dime says that there are still 3 out of 8 seats available for the West Coast, 6 out of 16 available for the East Coast, and 4 out of 8 seats for Europe bracket. So, yeah, the final is an Intercontinental Super Cup Frog Bowl notes. Yeah, it is. The winner of the European bracket will play against the winner of the overall American brackets. So, or North American brackets, because Canada, obviously, they can play too. And Mexico. I don't think we have any Mexican players, but it'd be cool if we did.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm really glad we can get all, like, especially the EU. I think they're the biggest soccer fans in the world, potentially. Next to probably the South American region.
Yeah, South America
is really big into that. So it's I'm very glad that we got that. We got a lot of good regions going on. So I'm really excited for the soccer. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy it. And
yeah,
I'm glad. Also, hello, Frog.
Hey, have you officially signed up for that yet? I know you still are trying to set up your Saturn, but like you could be one of these West Coast names here.
Yeah, I think I do. I just don't want to hold it up. I know I held up some other tournaments before, so I don't want to do that if I'm gonna hold it up. But
okay, fair enough. Well, if you are watching or listening and you're interested, then by all means hop into the SHIRO Discord server and head over to the online tournaments channel and let them know that you want to play and which bracket you're going to be in. And Double Dime will get you signed up.
Yeah,
let me
I'm excited.
put a link in chat. Are there any details I missed that are in his story there?
I think you're good. I think that's really the only update that he mentioned was that the tournament brackets and the seats that are available for each of the regions. So it's filling up pretty fast. We got like 3 seats left for the West Coast. We got like about 10 for the East Coast and 4 for European region. So, and that's all in the Discord. You put in the message that you can check it out on the Discord. We're howling at the moon. But yeah, no, check that out, and yeah, we probably should move on now to the news, right? Do we have any other community stuff we have to mention? I don't
think so. We've got a lot of news to talk about this week, though.
Yeah, we do have to let you know that the community challenge is around the corner. We'll be announcing on the next show.
That's true. Yep, the November community challenge will be announced next week on Halloween. We have a Halloween show. Look forward to that.
We'll try to make it festive. I'm gonna wear my cosplay, my Halloween outfit. So I don't know if you have a Halloween outfit, Dan, you could wear at the show.
I don't think that I do. I'm sorry. I'll try to think of something festive. I don't know.
Alrighty, sounds good. All right, let's get into that news then.
Okay.
Okay then. So scroll back up. Here we go. Talk about the Under the Microscope, Herc's Adventure, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and Wangan Trial Love, or the Trial.
Wangan Trial Love.
Wangang. Hashtag Wangang.
What do these 3 games, 3 seemingly unrelated games, have in common? And it's that they all have unreported Easter eggs to watch the credits, right, Pat?
Exactly. If you guys really love the credits, you want to give credit where credit is due, bad credit where bad credit is due. Wherever you want to give credit where credit is due. Also, I don't know why this is behind the couch. Give me a second. I did the wrong article, but yeah, there we go. The front of the couch is now up here. There it is. So the first one, Herc's Adventure. This is developed by Big 8 Productions and LucasArts. No Star Wars references in this, unfortunately, but you know what you're gonna do. We can skip straight to the interactive scene by holding buttons on both controllers at the selected character. On Saturn, for player 1's LZ up and start, and then player 2's LRC and start. And then PlayStation, there's also button combinations, but we don't care about PlayStation on the show.
Saturn only here.
Big middle finger, fingers up. I can't do that because of YouTube regulations. They will ban my account if I give the middle finger on the air.
Regulations of decency. It's a family show, Pat.
Family show, family toe. So the next, let's see the Boone people staying around.
There actually are Star Wars references in this credit sequence. Yeah, see, look, there's Leia and R2-D2 in that screenshot.
Wow, I stand corrected. I was joking with that.
Yep.
I did not realize there would be Star Wars references.
Yep.
I
There
literally, this is not a joke. I literally did not look at the article, and I scrolled down, and I joked said Star Wars references on LucasArts. That was a very, very funny coincidence. So I guess there is Star Wars stuff on the Saturn after all.
Mm-hmm. There is. Very
Besides
small
Rebel
amount.
Assault, I think.
Oh, you mean the prototype that
Rebel
didn't
Assault or
get
whatever.
finished? Yeah. Well, no. Okay. So Rebel Assault was on the Sega CD.
Or the,
Not a
whatever it
Saturn
was.
game,
There's a Saturn one, wasn't it? That it leaked. It was just like them driving a.
Right. Yeah. There's a like a leaked prototype. I'm trying to think what that was called. I think that was Rebel Strike.
Yeah, sorry.
Which ended up.
There's a lot of games with Rebel with Star Wars in it, Tyler.
Right.
Rebel Assault, Rebel Strike. Isn't there Rebel
That's it.
Alliance?
It's all of them. I mean, Rebel Alliance is a thing, but I don't think there's a game called Rebel Alliance.
But yeah, people know what I mean. There's a lot of Rebel in Star Wars names. Rebel, best song by David Bowie. But
so
anyways,
what is our next game code here?
Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or if you play it in the correct Japanese, it'll be Akumaju Dracula, Nocturne of the Moonlight.
Yes.
Which is the Japanese version of it, but we're gonna call it Symphony of the Night because we don't do that here. So as long as you can activate some special effects in the Castlevania games by using a special name, whatever this is, to increase your luck stat. Axe Armor gives you Axe Armor, and then GTI Club, which gives you 250,000 gold. That's kind of funny. The Max Geese gets it, but it's another special name gets up. Everybody's known as Staff. So this one, you enter and you get to the game credits. So I wonder, do you think, would this technically count as speedrunning it for any percenting Castlevania?
Yeah, that did become a question on social media after Bo put this out there. He did not expect this to like gain so much traction, but this has like thrown the speedrunning community for a loop. Now, I guess thankfully for them, this staff cheat code does not exist in the PlayStation version. It's a Saturn exclusive, baby. So the Saturn version of the any percent speedrun now sort of could be argued that it's now down to 5 seconds, however long it takes you to type in the word staff and hit enter, I guess.
So if you guys want to get an untied world record speedrun for Castlevania, just submit staff and run it, because technically speaking, you'll get the game credits directly. So I do wonder if that would. Yeah, see, you can beat under 10 minutes now. You can beat under a minute. So I think they do a lot of that stuff. I think it's gonna be. I think there might be like an exception thing to this, but technically speaking, this is not using any glitches. This is a glitchless speedrun. You're just typing staff and you go directly to the credits.
So any percent. Perfect.
And everything's in the thing. There's no cheat code. So if we're going by any percent, it should count as as beating the game. So
technically,
I'm gonna have to look up that. Actually, I kind of want to look that up right now for that. So
okay, you look that up. I'll talk about the third game. Our third game, after that one that Bo took a look at, once I scroll down my mouse, is Wangan Trial Love, of course, or Wangan, as some of us call it. Wangan Trial Love.
The Wangan.
Yeah, so if you, this is another one where you have to enter a specific name in for yourself into the game, and it will launch the credits, the staff credits, and the name, it's in hiragana, but it's Staffu Roru. So they pretty much spell out staff roll in English, but using hiragana, and then that will give you the credits. It says you need to hold X after entering this name to make it take effect. You can let go once the credits start. So this is also another game where you can get any percent. Yes. Any percent the hell out of Wangan Trial Love. Man, this vibrant speedrunning community for Wangan Trial Love is now in shambles. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All that hard work. Just imagine if you actually were like the one person that sped run this game specifically. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one game and I'll be a master speed running it, and like they got it down to like minutes or like a couple like an hour. Yeah. And then this comes out, I was like, no, my time is wasted.
All of your hard work down the drain. Yep. Brutal. You've ruined lives with this article this week, Bo. I hope you know
your
that.
image by opening a tab, so that was kind of funny.
Oh, cool. Well, that happens every week, so it's nothing new. But yeah,
Nobody
you can check out all of
so they
Bo's
didn't notice.
awesome work on hacking games, as well as talking about Burning Rangers and Nights in Your Dreams and whatnot on his blog, 32-bit on Substack. And you can check out all of his cheat codes he has posted to SHIRO on our site by looking under the resources tab and clicking on hacks and cheats.
All that. So I decided to look it up just to see just to see people's reactions. It's like, well, then you found the fastest speed route. Does it play I Am the Wind? Does it count as any % speed run? Any speed run % broken forever? Fastest speed running tech. Somebody posted the Skintama clip, which I always am fond of. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm gonna see if I can submit a speed run to that. I'll just
go for it.
I'll submit a speed run, see if they validate it, because technically speaking, it gets to the credits and you beat the game. So
I mean, yeah, you have to record yourself doing it, of course. But
I need to set up my Saturn. I should do that. I should get my Saturn set up, and I'll do it on the next live stream for Halloween. I will any % speed run Symphony of the Night, and then Wangan Trial Love on one stream.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. And I'll make a clickbaity video as like speed running two games in under 10 minutes.
Make the thumbnail like,
yeah,
you know,
just like have a like just stuff something like
yeah, you're pogging
like that, just like stuff like a controller in my mouth or something.
Podcast listeners have no idea what you just did, and I'm not going to tell them.
Podcast listeners don't even want to know what I just did.
No, they don't.
God, I think I have a taste of leather in my mouth.
Gross. That just made it worse, Pat. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just making it worse. I think the chat has been stunned. The chat has been silent for quite a bit.
Chat is stunned. I barely want to know what you just did, Dragon.
The chat has remained and stunned.
So I think that's what we've got for our Under the Microscope this week. Thank you again to Bo.
So thank you, Bales. Sorry. Thank you, Bo Bales. And yeah, let me get my Saturn up and we'll do the speed run next for Halloween. That'll be a special speed run. I'll put it on our YouTube channel.
Who knew finding cheat codes for staff roles could be so much fun?
Exactly. That has broken the internet. Alrighty. Hopefully I will inspire debate for what counts as an any % speed run. So that'll be a fun time. I'm gonna be looking forward to all the speedrunning channels talk about my amazing tech and getting the any % speedrun in 2 games in under 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
So yeah, next one. Sega announces Fighting Vipers soundtrack for the 30th anniversary. So this is kind of cool. I didn't think I expected something like this for Fighting Vipers. You'd think you'd get a game, but instead you get a soundtrack. So
I mean, of all, well, they've been doing a few of these 30th anniversary soundtracks. They've done for like Burning Rangers and Sega Rally Championship, which has been super cool. But I would not have put money on them doing Fighting Vipers, remembering that Fighting Vipers exists. So I'm very excited about that as a big Fighting Vipers fan. But yeah, it's going to be a 2 CD set of the soundtrack. The first CD is going to be the arcade game soundtrack, and the second CD will be the Sega Saturn soundtrack. So that's cool. And each one's going to have a bonus track in each one. The first one is called Fighting Vipers Prelude, Mickey Arrangement 2025. And then the second one is at the end of it called Viper Venom, If It Is Long, Mickey Arranged version. So so the explanation of all that. These are being done by a man named Koichi Namiki. That's why his nickname is Mickey, like Mickey Mouse. His last name is Namiki. He is a guitarist and former Sega sound composer. He was the leader of Sega's SST band unit until its dissolution in 1993. Then he formed the band B-Univ with Takunobu Mitsuyoshi until 1995.
Classic.
Yeah. So he wasn't involved in the original Fighting Vipers soundtrack, but he has contributed to some recent Sega arrangement albums, like the Astro City Mini Celebration album and the Mega Drive Mini 2 Multiverse Sound World. So yeah, they've tapped him again for a couple new pieces. And yeah, so with those crazy songs, the Fighting Vipers Prelude arrangement is a medley-style overture based on the arcade game's opening, while the Viper Venom It Is Long arrangement explores what the Saturn port's opening song would be like if the length were extended. So if it was longer than like
long, is that the if it is long?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like, because the original Saturn intro is what, like 60 seconds long or something like that, 90 seconds long.
Yeah.
So I guess this kind of tries to extend it out to like a full length, probably 3-minute song or something.
I asked myself the same question every time I get out of the shower.
Pat, please, family show. Anyway, yeah. So this is super cool. The cost is going to be 3,600 yen, so that's about $20 US. And it's only going to be sold through Japanese storefronts, probably. The other ones were just through Japanese storefronts. So you're going to have to import it if you don't live in Japan. I know some of our viewers do. But for the rest of us, we're going to... Oh, sorry, it's 24 US dollars, not 20. So the retailers are Beep, Amazon Japan, Disc Union, and Sega's own store on the EB10 website.
Maybe I should go to Beep directly and get it. I'm going to Japan in March, so maybe I can go into... I do want to go to the Beep store. I want to see
if they still have stock, because this is coming out in November 27th, to coincide with the arcade version of Fighting Vipers' 30th anniversary.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I definitely want to hit up the Beep store and see if I can get that. I want to see if I want to see if I can get Rainbow Cotton. It would be nice to
that would be cool.
I can get that. Do for new Beep order. Can you order from Beep directly in the United States?
I think you can. When I've clicked on the site for it, it's been like, hey, we see that you're an international buyer. You can use this service for shipping. So I think you can. Yeah, here it is. Customers living outside Japan, worldshopping.global purchases product for the customer and delivers it globally. So yeah, you have to use some site called World Shopping to kind of like buy it for you and ship it for you. But Beep is like officially like partnered with them, so like they're cool with it.
Sweet, I can spend.
Yeah, you can do that.
I can spend $200. Well, no, that's like, was it 249,000? That's about what, like almost $1,000.
More than that, 249,000 yen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like $170 US dollars, something like that.
Really, that's it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's not bad. Huh. Well, I guess I'm going arcade shopping when I get to Japan.
Let me check. What did you say it was again? 250,000 yen?
250,000 yen.
Oh, my decimal points were off by a little bit. That's 1,600 US dollars.
Never mind, we're not going shopping in Japan.
Sorry about that. 250,000 yen.
My hopes were dashed immediately.
Yeah. We didn't keep your hopes up too long. Yeah, so I think that's about all the details we've got. I don't know. I've been thinking about importing it from Amazon Japan. I mean, isn't it supposed to be like the tariffs don't... The tariffs exclude media like books and CDs? I thought that was the case, and like DVDs.
You know, I don't even know anymore. I think it was like a media thing that might not have, but to be fair though, to be fair, they could probably slap tariffs on for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, they absolutely could. That's true. But like, I love Fighting Vipers. Like, I sort of want to risk it. I mean, it's $24 plus whatever they're charging me on shipping. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might get it. Anybody else in chat thinking about this one?
Is the answer.
I got a poster from World Shopping. Eric said it was quick but expensive. Okay.
Sounds
Fair
about
enough.
right.
Zeed is here. Hello. Happy Friday.
Happy Freitag. Alrighty, so the next one, SSF version R37 improves emulator stability. Man, you are on fire this week.
Yeah, I was busy this week. I don't know what got into me. I wrote 4 stories this week.
You got excited. I like that.
I did. Well, yeah, I guess I just had the motivation for once. And like Gregory is out for a couple of weeks. He can't write because he's busy doing some work stuff. So he just doesn't have the time. So I'm trying to like pick up the slack for him and help out with some articles. I know Double Dime is busy working on is going to be working on the community challenge announcement and video next week. So yeah, he's busy with that. Anyway, yeah. So as for this current story, the SSF emulator did put out a new version this week, and is preview version R37. It's available on the developer's GitHub. The developer's name is Shima. Of course, this is like one of the oldest Saturn emulators. It celebrated its 25th anniversary.
That's kind of crazy. It's almost as old as the Saturn itself.
I know. Yeah, he hopped on this on making an emulator pretty quick. So a lot of these, it looks like a lot of the changes with this one, based on the things that he said on X on Twitter that I translated with a machine translation, was he just kind of like was fixing things that were causing crashes. He didn't really specify what was causing them. Fixed a crash occurring when exiting backup management in the multiplayer screen, or fixed the SMEM contents, so about memory, from being overwritten by load data when loading a state. And he kind of explained that a little bit. Fixed an issue where changing the emulation speed caused unstable behavior, stuff like that. So he really this was kind of a stability update. The one game that he specifically called out, and this is why there's a woman, a pop star, all over the banner for this particular story. And then there's
I just
some
thought you got excited for the pop
story.
star.
No, yeah. Well, I got excited because I had no idea what this was. This was a new to me Saturn game. Shima mentions that he modified the SCU DSP object cache processing so that the Chisato Moritaka's Watarase Bridge and Lala Sunshine videos would work properly now.
Imagine waiting 25 years to get that to finally work. It's like, oh, finally, I can watch those videos on emulator.
I know, big Chisato Moritaka fans rejoice. You can now watch the videos found on her 2-disc multimedia game released for the Saturn in September 1997. I actually downloaded this and checked it out because I didn't even know this was a thing, and I just had to see. And I got screenshots for it too. But it's kind of fun. I mean, it's sort of like those Sakura Wars fan discs, where there's articles to read, and there's behind the scenes screenshots, and there's artwork, and there's videos that they'll put on there. It's kind of like that, but it's all about Chisato Moritaka, who, by the way, is still active. She still sings for special events in Japan. So congrats to her. She has lasting appeal, and she's still sharing her talents with the world. So that's awesome. The thing even uses the MPEG.
I have those headphones.
Yeah. You have the headphones that she's using?
Yeah, it's the Sony MDR 7506s, or it might be MDR
sure.
V6s. I think. I don't know off the top of my head. It's between one of those. It's hard to see. I'm pretty sure it's M6s or the V6s.
I said I put that screenshot. I like it because she says Jin Jingle Bell, and it's spelled with a G instead of a J. It's very funny. I don't know why they spelled Jin Jingle Bell with a G, unless it's supposed to be a reference to gin, as in the alcoholic drink. I don't know, but yeah, that was
I should make that as a drink for Christmas. Gin Jingle Bell.
Because that was a video, so that was the lyrics, and that black and white. That black and white shot, that was a video too, actually. And then the big one here of her in a red shirt, that was an interview. They were interviewing her. So, and then if you see the cards, there's even mini games. There's at least one mini game in this. There's a match card game, and every time you found a pair of cards that matched up, it would show you a new behind the scenes series of photos or a new video or whatever. So it's kind of like a
it looks like a holiday
motivation.
Looks like a holiday disc too.
Yeah, well, like I said, it came out in September 1997, so a little before Christmas. But yeah, there was Christmas cookies there on that screen with the mini game, and when you click on it, because you kind of move the cursor around like it's a mouse and select stuff. And when you click on it, it would make this really good, satisfying cookie crunch sound. I like that. And then it showed like it let you save your game, so you
Okay.
could keep your progress in Chisato Moritaka's.
The progress of trying to see her behind the scenes. Man, you have to be a hardcore ass fan to buy something like this.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the second disc. I just looked at the first. That was plenty. But like, I guess this was originally like a DOS. It was a PC release, and they ported it to the Saturn. So that's why it kind of controls the way it does. Where you move a cursor around. Anyway, none of this really has to do with like SSF.
I mean, I'm interested. I think the fans are interested in seeing.
It was a rabbit hole I fell down, man.
I wonder what would be better. Make Marky Marks make my video or this game.
I mean, you can't make your own music video with this unless that was like a hidden thing in disc 2 or maybe something in disc 1 that I couldn't find. There were a lot of different things in disc 1 to click on. It was very impressive. So, you know, the make my music video thing has that going for it. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're a Chisato fan, I mean, this obviously takes the cake. It's great.
Yeah. The only downside is you have to experience Mark Wahlberg, so it's kind of a trade-off there. You get a really cute Japanese singer, or you get Mark Wahlberg. You know, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on which you prefer, but I don't know. To me, I'd probably go with the cute Japanese singer.
Yeah, probably me too. One last thing I want to call out here for this story before we move on is that at the end of my story, I have like a list of games and settings that you might want to set for each one. That comes from an HTML file that is included with the SSF emulator. And when you look at that, it has in Japanese all these different game names, and it tells you different settings that you might want to set in the program in SSF to make these different games run correctly. When you go into settings for SSF, there are like a series of tabs labeled program 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so you have to kind of like find the correct setting under the correct tab for each of these. So you have to hunt a little bit. But yeah, all of these kind of need their own little settings to fidget with to make them work right. From games like King of Fighters 96, Galjan, Dark Savior, Thunderstrike 2, also known as Thunderhawk 2. Yeah, so like, yeah, just to like help people out, I like went to the effort of translating all these. Some of them I like found what the English name is, so the Japanese one to help you out, and then I put the setting there just so if you do get SSF and you're wondering why your particular game isn't working, like just check this list of my story on SegaSaturnShiro.com and see if it is there.
You're gonna make some emulator fan that really wants to do this very happy doing that.
I hope so. I hope it is helpful. I live to serve.
Live to serve, serve to live to die.
Something like that. How was the video quality? Actually, not bad, Ramune. And I mean, I did not have I was running in an emulator to check it out, so I didn't have like an MPEG card, and I actually don't own an MPEG card, so I imagine it would look even better with that. But I mean, it wasn't too bad, honestly.
It supported MPEG cards?
Yes, the Chisato Moritaka's thing does support MPEG cards. Not required.
Well, there you go. That's another game on the list, guys. Why you should get a MPEG card. The satiator is depriving you of the pure video quality of what that is.
True. Yeah, Chisato fans are not satiator fans. They're all Saru. Well, actually, Saru doesn't work with the MPEG card either. I guess they all have to be Mode fans or Fenrir fans.
Mode, Fenrir, or Rhea fans.
They've all mod chipped. Yeah,
mod chips.
Yeah, right, Rhea.
Disc swapping.
Just buying a Japanese console and putting the Japanese game inside.
That's also an option. I didn't even think about that. That probably would make the most sense.
We have so many options in the Sega Saturn community. Yeah, I love it.
There's a lot of ways to experience. What's her name? Mishitaka?
Chisato Moritaka.
Moritaka, yeah. There's a lot of ways to experience Moritaka in this Saturn scene. So if you're a Mori head, definitely find a way to watch her videos.
Yeah, Phoebe as well, Zed says. Yep, Phoebe and Ray. All right, so our next one is another Peter Malik special, right?
Yeah, and I can cover this because this is I would have given this gold. I'm offended this is silver, but I might know the reason why it's silver. So this is
Peter
Metal
keeps
Slug.
down.
Best of Saturn Silver. He's gonna be gonna get in the chat, be like, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
I know. Stop criticizing my ratings.
Vampire Savior's gonna get Best of Saturn Brown soon.
Yeah, it is. Best of Saturn Poo. It'll be the only
edition.
hashtag worst of Saturn.
Brown of Saturn. So what hasn't been said about SNK's sweet Metal Slug? Initially Neo Geo game. Funny enough, it also the company Nazca made that submarine game. What was that name of that one?
In Hunt.
In the Hunt, which came weirdly before Metal Slug. So, and they came with Metal Slug, but then Metal Slug came in early '97. Well, no, it was like somewhere in the. It was, I think, '96. Sorry, '96. And they came to Saturn '97 by Yumi Kobo. It's one of the handful of titles that requiring them 1 megabyte expansion RAM cartridge to run. So I think this is really funny because I think Nazca did In the Hunt directly, but then had another company port Metal Slug to the Saturn and PS1. I think it's really, really funny to me. I don't know. It's kind of hilarious, but so I guess for people that haven't played Metal Slug, you play two people, Marco or the other dude, that doesn't matter, the other player, and you could you basically are on a mission to stop the villain of that. There's not really a lot of story of that game, is it?
Nick Riviera.
Nick Riviera. Yeah.
Is that the villain?
Yeah, I think so.
No, okay.
So you're I actually know that the Peregier Falcon Morden Squad. You must make your way through 6 mad levels and stop the evil General Morden. Intent on forming a new world order, not to be confused with WCW's Hulk NWO, mind you.
Peter.
You have standard issue pistol and pick up shotguns, flamethrowers, heavy machine guns, or rocket lawn chairs. For extra oomph to kill your enemies and help rescue the POW. The levels are colorful and varied, but the animation really stands out. Watch enemies get cocky to surprise, fighting for their lives and everything in between. I think it really was the revolutionary thing about the game, is that it really had really great graphics.
Yeah, the pixel animation is just second to none in Metal Slug.
Yeah, the Saturn port is very good, though it is there's a bit of inner level loading. Still, this is a premier import to pick up, and it's really that good. I definitely think that it's probably one of the better ports on Saturn. It does have issues, like as somebody that does run Metal Slug. There's some lag here and there for the Saturn one, but it's pretty good. Like, I think it's a good substitute if you need a speed run. I can easily pick up and go with the Metal Slug port on the Saturn. I think the PSX is probably the worst one.
Doesn't the Neo Geo original have lag anyway? Like, no version is free from lag.
I meant like there's a tiny bit more lag on this one. It's barely noticeable, but there is some performance issues. But yeah, Saturn Metal Slug, especially 2, is known for Lag City, USA. Like, Metal Slug 2 was so laggy, they released the Metal Slug X to address that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you guys want to play Metal Slug 2, which is at every shop because it was so cheap because it's laggy as hell, go play Metal Slug X and save yourself the lag time. But I think there are some differences, and I think some people actually do prefer 2 over X, but I don't know, I would just rather play X, to be honest. What do you think about the Metal Slug series, Dan, or at least the port of the Saturn version?
Kusage. No, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's really just a great addition to the Saturn library. And there is like some misconception that Metal Slug is one of the SNK games that does not play well with the 4 megabyte RAM cartridge. Like, it needs a 1 megabyte RAM cartridge, but that actually has been proven to be false. It works just fine with 4 megabyte RAM cartridges. There are 3 SNK games that do glitch out with the 4 megabyte RAM cartridge because they're trying to read data. So, like, the way the RAM cards work, there was the data bank, and then there was another bank that's mirroring the data bank. And with the 4 megabyte RAM cartridge, it's using that mirror. It is actually putting data there. While with the 1 megabyte RAM cartridge, it's not putting anything there. So you can access that address for those that mirror bank, and pull the exact same data out as if you're accessing the normal data bank for the 1 megabyte RAM cartridge. And so 3SNK Games did not expect anything to ever come out that would actually be filling up that mirror bank's addresses, like the 4 megabyte RAM cartridge eventually would, because that came later. So they look at that mirror bank, and they don't have any program that accounts for like, oh, if there's something here, then don't use the mirror, use the regular. So yeah, Metal Slug is not one of those games.
Maybe it's like a third. Maybe it's like a third. Because I know that some of the third-party ones, like the Action Replay, have some weird issues where if you leave it on for too long, especially some games like Street Fighter, will glitch out the graphics.
Yeah, like there probably any graphical glitches that people got while playing Metal Slug may have just been down to like you said, using some weird Action Replay cartridge instead of an original RAM cart that just didn't play nicely, because that is absolutely a thing that can happen.
Yeah, that actually might be the thing. People that played it probably were just using the 4 meg, because it's like it's what you can get on Amazon. It's like $20 for the longest time. Just drop it and get an Action Replay, modify it, and play all the games you want.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned this. Sega Saturn fans are Phoebe Bridger fans. They want to use the Phoebe or optical drive emulator. That was a classic one. I'm more of a Boy Genius fan, to be honest, but I mean, for Phoebe's got some bangers.
I'm looking up real quick the three, because I've written it down on a thing that's on my Google Drive. The 3 games from SNK that do have issues with the 4 megabyte cart. I think Real Bout Fatal Fury is one of them. One of the Sam shows is, and I think King of Fighters 96 is the third one. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, Samurai Showdown 4 has problems with the 4 megabyte cart. King of Fighters 96 and Real Bout Fatal Fury. Those are the 3 that have problems. But Real Bout Fatal Fury Special does not have issues. That one's fine. And King of Fighters 97 is fine. And Samurai Showdown 3 is fine. It's just like they had different teams programming these things, and they did them in different ways, I guess. So there you go.
Fair enough. Alrighty, so the next article, fan finishes port of WipeOut to Dreamcast. So this is kind of fun. I think we covered this before in the show. Basically,
6 months ago when this port originally came out, it was still like a work in progress, but it was still in like a really good shape at that point.
Yeah, because I know we've covered this. This is also another Jay and Martin 84 project. He's definitely he's had in the past worked on stuff like Super Mario 64. No, sorry, Mario Kart 64, and of course the new Star Fox 64. Yeah,
Star Fox.
I think I got those mixed up.
Fun. But did he work on Doom 64 as well?
I don't remember. It could be. I can't remember, to be honest with you. And I think he had something to do with the GTA 3 port, but I think that mostly was Falco Gyardi, I think.
Yeah, Girgis.
Falco Gyardi, sorry. Gyardi, so not very good a name. Sorry about that, people. But yeah, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with this version? This is the V2 finally uploaded, right?
Yeah, so the news here is that Jan Martin has declared this to be the final version of WipeOut on the Dreamcast. This is it's done. He's finished with it. He's, I guess, optimized as much as he can and gotten all the features in, and it is good to go. Yeah, WipeOut is wiped out, correct, yeah. It's called the V2 Final, and you can download from his GitHub. It's a TGZ file, which is like a form of a zip file. And it has a playable CDI file, so you can plop that on a disk and burn it and play it, or you can put it on your ODE or whatever and play it. And there's also some cover art included with that too. Now, Jan Martin does say that he does not support, he doesn't offer any support to anyone who's trying to play this through an emulator or through an ODE. He just, I guess, expects people to burn a disk and play it.
So this is straight up a CDI file that he uploaded? Like this, he straight up uploaded? Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's just a CDI file. Yeah, you can just download a CDI file, and it is, you don't have to do anything else with it. He does have instructions, and that's what I put here in the story. And if you want to like build this yourself from the source code on GitHub, then he's got, instructions on how to do that. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. if you have no qualms about just grabbing the CDI and playing it, you can. That's how I did it and got these screenshots. And it also works fine in an emulator. I was using the Redream emulator, and it ran great. No problems. Ran beautifully. A lot of fun. As fun as Wipeout can be, because, man, I'm not very good at it. I bang into walls, and it really frustrates me.
Oh, yeah, I'm not good either. I played the Wipeout Pure for the PSP. Pretty bad at that, too, so I don't blame you. Music is bumping,
once you,
though.
definitely. But once you get into the flow of it, and you start, you memorize the tracks a little bit. You're trying to, hit your air brakes on your shoulder buttons a little early to get around corners. You do get better at it, but... if you lose focus, smack into a wall, man, you lose all your momentum. That's Wipeout.
And then you get all the way last place, and you look like a fool, which definitely is something I did quite a lot.
As you see in all these screenshots, I'm position 8, position 7. The best I could get was position 3 in the banner. I think I did get to position 2 at one point.
I'm seeing right there, position 2. Did you hit a wall and then go back to position 8 immediately afterwards?
I think it was 5, yeah, but it wasn't good for me. And it's also hard because you're sitting there trying to play, and then you're trying to also hit the screenshot keys real quick while you're playing and not screw up too bad. So that makes it a little more challenging. But anyway, yeah, it is a lot of fun. So if you've been holding off and waiting for Jan Martin to finish his port of Wipeout, then now is the time to go grab it. Yeah, we've got the link to his
CDI to play on it, so there you go.
Right. He did get assistance. It wasn't all him. Mr. Neo 240 also was a programmer on this. He got third-party code from Kasade, Falco, Girgis, and BB Hoodsta. Yeah, there was modeling from Bruce, Derek A-Team, and Egregious Guy. And there was also VMU assets that they had to, of course, create, especially for the Dreamcast version, by Stiff Peaks, who also did the case art. And
so
he had special thanks.
I wonder, in a roundabout way, is this technically the only Dreamcast, the only Saturn game besides Virtual Cop 2 that got a Dreamcast port from Saturn?
Was NEX ever put on the Dreamcast?
Nope. Because the only game I know that got a direct port from Saturn to Dreamcast was Virtual Cop 2, and I guess now technically this one by Soccer Wars 1 and 2. I'm dumb. Sorry about that. I forgot. Of course. Sorry, I'm so. But I think they rebuilt that one. But I'll count it.
Those are kind of more like remakes, because didn't they redo the artwork to be higher quality? And
yeah, that's the thing. They made a whole engine for it, and that's what they used on Soccer Wars 3. So they're thinking if they could get Soccer Wars 3 done, they could maybe go back and do 1 and 2. But it's a whole different engine, I think.
Well, they released 1 and 2 first in Japan on the Dreamcast. They did do Soccer Wars 1 and 2
I meant the translators.
Not long before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They'll go back. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think besides remaking, I think this is another runabout way to port it. I don't know if this what the source code origin is. Is it of the PlayStation that they're using as a basis of, or is it just a decompile?
So according to his GitHub page, which we reported 6 months ago, the port may or may not be based off of the source code of the PC ATI Rage version that was leaked in 2022. Okay. So there you go. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Okay, that answered that question. That makes sense. So it's the PC version, the Saturn. Okay, yes. I see. That makes sense.
Technically not a port of the Saturn version, but it is basically the same game that
PC
exists
port
on
the
both.
Dreamcast. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I think in a roundabout way, this is this. If you don't count Soccer Wars 1 and 2, because I think it's a remake almost, so I'm not sure how much that would count as a port. But I think in a roundabout way, those are the only 2 games that ever got a port from Saturn to Dreamcast, I think.
Yeah.
But that's only if you don't count that, which I would count. I would count as a port. So those are the only 4 games I really think they got a direct port from Saturn to Dreamcast.
Oh, you know what? Street Fighter 03. Street Fighter 03 came out on both.
It did. I think the thing is that they're different versions, though.
I mean, it's kind of the same game, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess you also count Street Fighter 2 as also a port from the Saturn version as well when it went to.
Fighter 2 is on everything.
Yes, but yeah, it's like I said. But yeah, I guess technically, if you want to count that, I guess that as well, and I guess Street Fighter 2. So 6 games. Oh, Twinkle Star Sprites. I'm an idiot. I forgot that one too.
We're just coming up with the lists more and more here.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, no, we got a list going. We got a list going.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is very cool. So congrats to Jan Martin and the team and getting this done across the finish line. It is super cool that it's on the Dreamcast. I like it.
Yes, indeed. So wow, we got more Tower Doom mods for the Sega Saturn version.
This year of Dungeons and Dragons Tower of Doom.
So this is interesting. So essentially, Saturn gamers enjoying Dungeons and Dragons can to improve their oral experience. Oral
experience.
Oral experience.
AURAL is a word that means hearing related.
Oral, yeah. Fancy, very fancy.
I'm a writer.
I know. I am not, unfortunately.
It's okay.
I write stuff up and hopefully it sound good. It sound gooder. So a fan named Quart uploaded the patch to Saturn or Sega Extreme's resource section.
No, you didn't
Tuesday.
finish the sentence. Nobody knows what this is about. That you can improve your oral experience with a new patch that replaces the music with higher quality tracks in the Saturn.
I said the name of the game before for Tower of Doom. I assume I didn't have to emphasize it again, right?
You got it. No, so the news is that the music tracks in the Saturn version of Tower of Doom have been replaced with the higher quality arcade music tracks.
Okay. That makes sense. That's the mod. Okay. That's filters off. I think it's more my brain is off, but I'll take filter. That sounds a lot nicer than what I'm thinking. My brain just not work well. So it basically replaces all the music with the arcade version, which the person that modded extract using M1 Bridge, which is the M1. It's like a MIDI version of an arcade player, or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I think it's homebrew, but it's a piece of software that will let you record music off of arcade games and also the Sega Genesis, the Mega Drive, for some reason randomly, while they're playing. Like just record it in the highest quality possible.
It's probably x86. It's 86,000 related.
Yeah, it probably is. Probably an X or X60.
X68,000. I said 68,000.
Yeah.
My brain's still broken. Right. Apparently, my brain is incredibly broken.
Getting toward the end of the show.
Do you want to get into sort of how you go about adding it to your game? I know it's a little bit different than we're used to.
Yeah, so this patch was made with the X Delta patcher, but you don't, and it does come with a copy of the X Delta patcher, but you don't even have to mess with it at all. You just double click the batch file. There's a .bat batch file there. You just double click it and it will go. Well, before that, you do have to put a copy of the game that you have definitely legally ripped from your legally owned copy.
Legally ripped, not legally downloaded.
Right.
Legally ripped.
So you take all those files, you put them into the original folder, which, once you unzip all the folders from the download, like there's a series of folders. One of them is called original. Put an original copy of the game in there, double click the batch file, and then it'll just like open up a window and go. I think you have to press the spacebar a couple times to have it do it. And then that's it. It puts the patch version of the game in another folder, and you're done. You can play it. And so what it does is it replaces all of the music tracks, because there are like a whole bunch of like Redbook audio tracks in this game with new versions. Now, Kurt said in his Sega Extreme resources page, the original soundtrack in the Saturn version is very poor quality, full of distortion, artifacts, and lacking low-end frequencies. The overall dynamics of the Saturn tracks are terrible, which is why I decided to create this patch.
That's really weird. You'd think it'd be the opposite. Usually the arcade one would have lower quality. But I guess maybe somebody did like a really bad job or used a primitive software to record the audio from the board or the soundtrack.
Then maybe they didn't use very good software, or maybe this was another case of like a C team porting a game to the Saturn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
but yeah, if you listen
to this sound, am I right?
Yeah, right. If you listen to this YouTube video, I don't know if we can have it going for the show, but like he put up a YouTube video that compares the two versions, and you can tell a difference. Like it is much nicer now with this arcade version of music.
Let's hear it. And listen. Oh yeah, the dynamics, I can already hear it.
Mm-hmm.
That's awful. as compared to... It sounds more dynamic, yeah.
Yeah, it's just got a fuller sound. It's nice.
I'll do this last one.
Okay. Let me know.
Wow, that is night and day almost in something. Somebody said, did somebody say the Cap-Q sound screwed it up? It could be. I don't know the exact details of the Capcom Q sound, like a architecture, but it could be that maybe some of the technology, like when they ripped it, might have not have been as high quality.
Yeah. So Kurt got hooked on Tower of Doom when a friend showed him the game on the original CPS2 arcade board that this friend owned just a few weeks ago. And Kurt told me, later I tried it on Saturn and I could immediately feel that the music quality was much worse than in the original arcade version. So at first he downloaded a supposedly high quality of the arcade version soundtrack from the internet, but something didn't feel right to him. So he decided to export the music himself directly from the arcade ROM using the aforementioned, was it the M1 Bridge software?
Yeah, like it was like a player, so it played like the MIDI tracks or whatever the equivalent to whatever the file format is.
Yeah, and he said, only then was I happy with how it turned out. So one sleepless night and some time to test later, and the patch was ready to go. So he did this relatively quickly, you know.
That was pretty fast. Imagine like looking at it and be like, man, this music sucks. Let me go mod this so it sounds good. Or...
Yeah. The next day, you've got it.
It's like that one meme. So, it's like these beats suck. Closing down app.
Yeah. So, of course, Tower of Doom is just one of the 2 games in the Dungeons & Dragons collection for the Saturn. So, what about the other game, Shadow over Mystara? Well, an arcade music patch may be in the cards for that, but Kurt has not checked that game out yet. He told me, I just need a week off from this and I'll get back to Shadow over Mystara. If it turns out the quality differs significantly from the arcade version, then I'll make a patch.
Yeah, to be fair though, I'm sure he can take a break. He did this in a week, so that's pretty
right. You did it in a day, basically.
In a day, so I'm sure he can have a break. He'll get it done just as fast.
Yeah. Now, one other thing I wanted to try out with this was I wanted to see if this patch was compatible with the English translation patch that we got 5 months ago from Lyrinica.
Damn, they're doing these faster nowadays.
5 months ago. Yeah, in May we got a translation patch for this. So I checked it, and yeah, sure enough, they're compatible with each other, and that's because the translation patch only edits the first track of the game, track 1, which is the data track, while Kurt's audio track patch here changes all of the other tracks, which are all Redbook audio. So yeah, they just like slot in together like a jigsaw puzzle, essentially. And when I told Kurt, like, hey, I tested this out and it works with the translation patch, he said, oh yeah, that's how I've been playing it. It was with that. I love that translation patch, he said. Yeah, so super cool. You can now play Tower of Doom in a way that's more readable, and it sounds better. Same time.
More faithful to the arcade original as well.
Right. Yeah. So this is really cool.
And so I mentioned it's only Tower of Doom that got translated, by the way. The other Tower of Mystara is not translated yet.
Yeah, Shadow of Mystara does not have a translation yet, but I believe Lyrinica said they were going to work on that next. So that's going to take a little longer than the arcade music patches. So maybe we'll get that next year. Who knows?
We'll get it in 2 days this time.
Right.
No, but no, I'm really excited about this. This is really cool to see, and I think I mentioned, I saw you put it in Retro RGB. I think this is probably when you probably want to put in Retro RGB because Bob is always a fan of that sort of audio stuff. So I think.
Oh, well, here's the thing. I asked Bob today, like, hey, do you want any of these stories that we put up on SHIRO this week? And the only one he cared about was the Wipeout one.
I'm surprised he didn't care about the music one. Sounds like it'd be right.
I know, I was a little surprised too. So, that's fine. All right, I'll put the Wipeout one up there.
That works. I can always talk to him about the music one later. Like,
oh, yeah, if you want to bug him again. Yeah, be like, hey, did you even click on this? Like, you might think this is cool. Go for it.
But no, it's really cool. I'm as an audio fan myself, I think it's really cool to get the highest quality possible, and you don't see this very often where people update the audio of it, like the audio quality.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a different sort of mod, but it's cool. It's nice.
Yeah, but no, I'm really excited for people to check this out and play the game. It's a lot of fun.
Eric said, "Didn't know Bob was so picky." Well, it's not that. It's not that Bob
Dan
is
put up like
picky.
5 articles this week, by the way. So
Yeah,
I
I
figured...
wrote 4 stories this week. So I know he does not like the site to be flooded with like Saturn news or news about one particular console. So that's why I like sometimes when we have multiple stories, I'll ask him. I'm like, hey, like, is there anything here that stands out that like you really want? Anything you're interested in? And he was interested in the SSF article and the Wipeout article, but he said, is the SSF one like worth posting? I'm like, it's not like a major update, unless you're a big fan of Chisato Moritaka. Like I could see it not really being that big of a deal to RetroRGB.com readers. So he's like, all right, never mind then.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's not. It's nothing like he's like snot. It's like a snot thing. Just like he doesn't want 5 Saturn articles on the site.
Yeah.
At the same exact time. But I mean, that's a testament to us that we have so much news on the Saturn. It's incredibly insane.
Well, it's a testament to the community that there's just so much to talk about with the Saturn. 30 years later, and people are still doing all this stuff, and Sega themselves are still doing stuff because we're getting that Fighting Vipers soundtrack. So it's awesome. Love it.
Exactly. Alrighty then. I think that is.
I think that's our show.
This is our show. We
ran out of stories that I wrote.
Don't worry, I'll get one up. I was too busy with the Patreon stuff. I got busy with that.
There's a story, and I won't say what it is on the air, but there's a story that I want you to write so we can talk about it.
I know I need to write that one up. I have been pretty bad with that. I'm hoping now that I've gotten that out of the way, I could start doing that. So I'll start writing that up. I'll find some time and I'll write up a little draft on it, and Dan could help me be like, Patrick, this is absolute garbage writing.
I never say that. You don't have garbage writing. There's just, there's always, little proofreading things. No, it's just proofreading things.
That's me. I'm just harsh on it. Dan is nice. I'm just harsh on myself. But I need to be. Patrick needs to be put in line. He needs to put up good articles and not be Patrick. But it's hard to not be Patrick because Patrick is Patrick. And yeah.
Be yourself, man. Be yourself.
I try not to
be true to you.
But anyways, thank you for watching,
everyone. Let's thank our Patreons. Do we have Patreon music?
We do, and I'm remembering to play all the music. Awesome. I think it's the first show I played all the music and didn't forget it. So I'm very happy that I'm getting that. I feel bad. Feel bad that I'm silly boy. I'm always silly little Philly.
Still need on-screen graphics for these songs.
Yeah, we just got I guess before we go, we just got a new let's see, the notifications.
Got a new patron?
An updated patron.
Nice.
Chad Clark is an official patron on All Access. So congrats, thank you, Chad. Appreciate that a lot. Alrighty, so I guess we'll start from the top. I guess they changed the way they sorted it. It's not sorting it the same way anymore. Like for the names, like maybe I have to sort it by the name thing for the patron wings. I'm just hitting the button on the top.
Thanks, Martin. He said you did a good job today, lads. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Getting a lot of love in the chat. Okay, so we got Emerald Nova, Johannes Fetz, Paul Blort, Murder of Crows, Sega Steve, Young Money Swee, Momphis, Shadow Mask, Derek Pasquarella, aka A-Team, Fat Trunk Friend Itaku, Rowan Dinked, Nutrageous, Robert Ramsey, Normal Guy, Cerillion, Jim Clasher Rank, Stone Man, Chad Clark, which is the newest All Access, Daniel Fredrickson, Chris Piper, Lightning Publishing, Evil 42, Estonia Brewerhausen, and yep, that is our $10 patrons. If you guys want to back us up at the $10 level, we'll shout you on the show. You get early access to content, a lot of other cool perks. I kind of want to do maybe like a vote for the $10 and up All Access. Maybe vote for a topic we'll talk on the podcast. That'd be kind of a cool thing to do. I might just do that.
Good idea. Thank you for your support, everyone, and thank you to everyone who supports us at the lower tiers as well, or even just engages in the community at all. If you have nothing to give, but your time and your passion for the Saturn, and you're in our Discord community or talking on the Facebook page, it's awesome to see everybody. just sharing their love for the Saturn.
Yeah, gotta give us your love. And of course, if you guys want to support us like non-regular, you can always buy shirts. We got this awesome Daytona shirt. Everything's on sale again for $16. So got hats, shirts.
It's always on sale.
Working on thongs. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing, but we'll try. And I know we really want to get Sega Saturn SHIRO thongs going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that is it.
Yeah, to the beach.
Thank you guys for watching, and remember, you must play Sega Saturn.
You must.